Goodness, how are y'all today? So, I wanted to come on really briefly and share some things. Let me see if Prodigy is yeah, I wanted to come on and share some things with y'all. I feel like this lens is kind of it did feel better. Needed to wipe that lens. She was giving me fog Alicia. But I wanted to come on here and share with y'all um some interesting tea. Hey, 100% pure love, purple general warrior, yes, warrior queen. So I have been, I've had a lot of time to think about this. I've been mulling this over for some time. And I've started my intuitive counseling sessions with who we were calling Miss Bubbles, but that's her internet name. But her name is Ahura, like Storm, Ahura Monroe. And so I've started my intuitive counseling sessions with her. And hey, Prodigy, yes. Come through, purple ones. Come on, nation. Come on in the room, nation. Yes, purple nation. Okay. So yeah, I have been deep in thought. It's been a lot going on. We've had a lot of events. I had my backup now I don't want to say events. Me and my sister went in the studio because she came up here. We did two songs. She's not gonna release her song. She's gonna shelf it. But I do have her permission to share the song that we did together live. So I'm going to share that song in this live. And it's also going to be released. So y'all are going to get to hear it first on this live. This is going to be the reveal of the song. It is a pride celebration song. It is an empowerment song. It's a journey song. So I am going to let y'all hear that on this live, and then it will be available on all streaming platforms. Yes, new music. So, but we did do two songs, and it's very organic. It's very, a lot of people will probably say it's a lot going on, but it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So, but anyway, I'm gonna share that before the live is over. I'm going to share that. But for right now, I want to get back to why I will no longer be going live. So there's a few reasons why I will not be going live. And one of the first reasons is because I feel like I've outgrown public lives, just spiritually. I feel like I've outgrown them. And I do still want to communicate. I do still want to talk and share, which is why the Zoom, classes will be happening. But I feel like live has given me what I needed. I was one of the first black trans femmes to start going live when it became an option. A lot of community members were afraid to go live because they were afraid to be that vulnerable. They were afraid of what they would say unedited. They were afraid of how they would engage with other people's energy and what that would bring out of them. Reading the comments, a lot comes out. Live is a thing of its own. And so I started going live on Facebook because it was a live option on Facebook before it was a live option on YouTube. And by the time I got to YouTube, I think that when I returned to YouTube, because I had taken like a little sabbatical from YouTube, and I was posting more on on Facebook, and Facebook is getting ready to delete a lot of old videos. And I think that's going to be a grieving process for me, because I'm not ashamed of any parts of my journey. Like the things that I have said in my past when I was in a different place, I feel like those things made me who I am. Like Faith Evans said, who is another Gemini. If I had to take the rain away, I wouldn't, because it made me who I am. And so, the things that I have said, in the past, while I was growing, while I was learning, while I was evolving, that's a part of the journey. That's a part of what helped me to become who I'm becoming, and help me to get to the place that I am, still working to get towards. And so I think I might have a grieving like moment for all like the live videos that I used to do on Facebook, and also just a grieving moment for no longer doing videos on YouTube. Wait, I'm coming right back. Baby, is you trying to go to the other side or something? Because you're making a lot of noise up in here. Yeah, so and the other reason why is I'm really just over everybody having access. This is not a everybody access season. This ain't an all access pass season. And so the YouTube platform is going to be, after my birthday. Um Everything that I release to YouTube is going to be edited content. There will no longer be lives. It will be probably promoting the classes, letting people know when the classes are happening, um, and also to share music. But everything is going to be edited. Like, I'm not the live thing. I'm I'm minding my business. You won't break my soul. I'm just gonna tap the screen and commence to scroll. I'm minding my business. Hey, purple goddess, come on, purple nature. I'm minding my business. For like, I'm minding my business. I'm so good. Like, I'm so good. Like, people were sending me things, because it's a lot been going on in the it's a lot that's been going on in these YouTube streets. And I ain't even opened it up. I don't even, like, people be sending me stuff. I don't even open it up. I don't even look at it, because if you listen to the content, if you engage with the content, then 9 times out of 10 you're gonna respond to the content. Um, I've been being tagged in things that, where people have been having opinions about me and saying things about me, and it's like, I'm minding my business. I'm not entertaining any of it. I don't care who dragging for me. I don't care who talking about me. I got bigger fish to fry. I have things going on with my family. I have things going on in my chosen family. I have things going on in my body physically. And all of my energy needs to be focused on taking care of me, and also showing up for the ones who are showing up for me. Like, sitting out here arguing because ultimately people want different things than I want. And I want to take a moment just to be accountable, while I have so many of my moderators and so many of my spiritual team on the line. I want to take a moment to be accountable, and I want to say this, and I want this to be clear. The things that I have said in the past about certain individuals in the trans community has not been because I hate them. It has not been because I think that they're monsters or I think that they're bad people. That was never the intention. But we live in a society where people are not able to really process and play the whole tape. Um, the reason why I've had so much critique and the reason why I've said so much, you in the beginning you could say, okay, I did have feelings of being jaded because why is their platform expanding when in my opinion I felt like um it didn't have the substance that I thought it should have had. And that's debatable. Like who determines who has more substance, because at the end of the day it all depends on what the individual who is consuming the content is looking for, what they need in that moment. And so but my fear or my concern, what has caused me to speak out most of the times, is because that I was concerned that the beings that were being centered in this matrix, or the trans people that were being centered in this movement, were creating a whole lot of individuals who would be exactly like them, and that would saturate the community, and we would have a lot of people who I felt were not free thinkers, who were not um advocating for autonomy, and not and advocating for free thinking and wholeness. Like I just didn't want the community to be saturated with certain kind of people, because as we are lifted, as our avatar and our likeness becomes more mainstream, more people gravitate, because a lot of people are followers, a lot of people are mimickers, a lot of people are parakeets, a lot of people want to do what they see you do, especially if they feel like it's working for you. And so my fear is yeah, it may work for you now, but how does that play out down the road? How does that play out in the long run? And and so it's not me hating on them, it's me being triggered at what this will look like for our future if these are the figureheads, if these are the features of our community, if these people are featured, and from this day forward, I am no longer publicly discussing my opinions. I am no longer gonna be on live discussing my opinions of other people in the community, because those who want to learn or share space with me outside of the moderators, we're going to be hosting Zoom classes, and you will be able to come and participate in, building as a purple one, as a part of the Purple Nation, and expanding your consciousness through purple thought, through wholeness thought, purple style. Okay. So I'm not gonna be sitting online sharing my personal beliefs, or being vulnerable and sharing my stories. That the Zoom space is going to be for us to collectively heal, for us to intellectually reason, because it's kind of hard to intellectually reason when that is not the crux of what our community is viewed as in society. So no matter what my intentions are, because mainstream the mainstream perspective of black trans women are, we are entertainers, we are superficial. um no one said we don't speak well, because across the board I think that there are a lot of black trans women who are excellent communicators, who are excellent at getting their point across, but a lot of times it's viewed as entertainment, it's viewed as catty, it's viewed as um just catty entertainment, just shady glamazon. Like there's this opinion of us, and the opinion is many times soulless. It looks soulless to spiritual people who are not just spiritual in the sense that they say, "Oh, thank you, Father, amen," and keep it moving. Like they're actually doing that internal work, and trying to imagine beyond the binary, trying to imagine beyond these constructs and all of these things, like really like free and autonomous thinkers who are thinking beyond the boxes and the labels and the classes and the races and the sexes. Like people who are willing to take that deep dive, you know what I'm saying, who are willing to take that deep dive, who not just gonna stay in the shallow end, who ain't running for the kiddie pool, but who are actually taking that deep dive, willing to take that deep dive and explore, and so that is the work, and I want to do that work in a nurturing, healing environment. I don't want my moderators to have to go through psychic attacks because they have to read the hateful things that are being said. Like, we need a troll free space so that we could focus on building, so that we could focus on building and healing. We need a troll free environment. The nation will not be televised. Child. You saw this is exactly why we going offline. This is exactly why we going offline. The punks don't want to learn, but want to be nosy and messy and see what they can steal from us and parakeet to lower level punks. And see what they can parakeet to lower level punks. Not everything needs a reaction. You right. TS monkey, C monkey do. We're growing fish. Yes, we're growing fish on our grown woman shit. I know that's right. Wait a minute, is Fatima up in here? Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, so this is gonna be one of the last lives. I think I'm going to do another one before my birthday or on my birthday. But yeah, this one is going to definitely be one of the last ones. Like 2025 is the shift, honey. The shift is here. The shift is here. And I had such a beautiful conversation with Ahura, with Ahura Monroe. And she let me know, like, she had been watching my content, for like 10 years. Like, she knew like the old songs. She knew I can't thrive in survival mode. Got a nice singing voice too. I just do my best not to overload. Then when she started singing, don't let go till you bless me. She said, don't let go till you bless me. Don't let go till you bless me. Wrestling with the angel of God. I wrestling. Like, I was like, that is so beautiful when someone knows your content and they're able to offer you guidance, knowing, knowing and understanding, like having knowledge of your content, like those critiques and that offering of support and nurturing and the time that she's taken, to give me guidance. I am so appreciative of, having her as a resource. And I will always have respect for someone who has taken the time to study my work and to understand my content. And then when they offer, any type of insight or pushback or critique, they're offering it from a space of being well informed about what I do as a healer, what I do as a teacher and a guide, and to be able to lovingly reach out to me and to not belittle me or to make me feel small or to make me feel invalued, but to see the greatness and have respect for the things that I've done, and my work, like to really, really see me. I'm telling you, I have so much respect for this being, and I'm looking forward to the alliance. I'm looking forward to the work. Um, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So, child, we've been on the live for 22 minutes. Y'all ready to hit a song? Y'all ready to hit a song? Hold on. Y'all ready to hit a song? Okay. Okay, here we go. We ready? Hold on.
Come on. What? I what you're wearing? No, no, no. I have to finish this story before. I have it. Stop it. I have that covered.
This is your answer.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, baby.
They label me crazy. They just won't let me be. They try to erase me with all this hate. They label me crazy. They just won't let me be. They try to erase me with all this hate.
Mobile Live Squad up, cause you know we bout the buck, so you know it's really up. Mobile Live Squad up, cause you know we bout the buck, so you know it's really up. Mobile Live Squad up, cause you know we bout the buck, so you know it's really up. Mobile Live Squad up, cause you know we bout the buck, so you know it's really up. Slim, thick, cunt, curvy, God goddess energy is what I'm serving. Slim, thick, cunt, curvy.
God goddess energy is what I'm serving. 9, 8,
7, 6, 3, introducing sexy.
This is where we're gonna get a little sexy.
So the beat constantly changes. It's giving you like a concert in one song.
Sexy. Sexy. Well, what you talking about? Let me tell you, you want my body. Yeah, you know you want my body. You can't stop looking all over my body. From head to toe, you know you're gonna dance on the floor.
From head to toe.
No, I'm not your hoe. You want my body, nigga, stop that party. You want my body, you put your hands over my body. Well, I just wanna tell ya.
Oh,
Want my body all over my body. You wanna touch it, but I know I wanna let down. Down, oh, you like a man, baby. Leg down, everybody got down to
so we don't still play. Right. You can't even throw shade at the end of at the end of the day. 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 At the end of the day.
I know you want
All of me.
right above gender,
Hey.
class,
Sex and race.
Don't
Let the oligarchs control our fate.
Faith. Do you like the way that sound? Right. Hey, above gender, take it to the
Class. Class.
and race. Don't let the oligarchs
Control our fate. Right. Above gender, class, sex, and race, don't let the oligarchs control our fate, baby. Sex and race. The oligarchs control our fate. Class, sex, and race. Don't let the oligarchs control our fate. Slim, thick, cut, curvy. I love that fucking song! I love that fucking song! I love that fucking song! Slim, thick, cunt, curvy. And so at the beginning it says, they label me crazy, they just won't let me be. They try to erase me with all this hating. So when you hear the first part, it's saying, they label me crazy, they just won't let me be. They trying to erase me with all this hating. Then it go into the mobilize squad up, cause you know we about to buck, so you know it's really up. Mobilize squad up, cause you know we about to buck, so you know it's really up. Then we go into the slim, thick, cunt, curvy, and then we give you the countdown because the beat is about to shift. It was hot, funky, and sexy. Okay, and baby, we got our little organized it. They can't erase us. They can't erase us. Maybe we contribute too much to society. We contribute to it. What I love about the beat, and shout out to Kevin Wendell, because of course Kevin Wendell created the beat. And the beat just takes you on a journey, like when we perform the song, or when we take to the stage and do the song, it's really gonna require some production because it's a journey. Like, and what I love about when me and Jasmine work together, I bring that God goddess, that sort of spiritual ethereal energy, and Jasmine speaks to the physical realm. Jasmine speaks to the carnal and the physical, and all of that, together, all of that together creates wholeness. That's balance, the spiritual and the physical. So all that together, serves to create balance. And so that's what I loved about the song. Like, we were reminders for each other, because sometimes you could be so heavily bound, you ain't no earthly good. So you want to have balance. You want to be able to speak to the times, speak to the physical experience, but also, acknowledge that spiritual experience. And I feel like that's what that song was about. It was about, I can be sexy and I could be an advocate at the same time. Like, I could be in this flesh, and I could be like getting my life and getting my sexy on, but at the same time, that don't mean that I don't stand for anything. That doesn't mean that I don't have any substance. That doesn't mean that I don't believe in anything. That doesn't mean that I don't have any values, or I don't want anything. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I could be too at the same time. We walk between the worlds. We exist on. We are multifaceted, multi-dimensional beings. And what I love about the song is you have to be on a certain frequency to even understand what was happening. Because to people who are not on that frequency, there's a lot of people who are artists, and what we have to understand is that art is everything. And a lot of people look at my art and they say, oh, it's busy, it's a lot going on. Those are the type of people, and this is not me putting um other artists down. This is not me condemning another artist. This is just me calling a thing a thing. You have to be careful when you're engaging with artists, and this goes in the music world. This goes in the this goes in the music world. This goes in the art world. This goes in the drama world. This goes in whatever realm you are creating in. I remember when we was younger, like when I was growing up, there'll be somebody that's, if you didn't sound a certain way, they didn't want you to sing loud in the choir. They would tell you to sing a little bit lower, or you wasn't good enough to be in the choir. If they'll look at your art and they'll say, "Oh, that's too busy. You got too much going on." Those are the type of people who are likely to gatekeep in a way that edits society. Those are your melting pot people. Those are your people that want everything to be cohesive and kind of look the same. That's not a gumbo. That's not, you get to be your shrimp, you get to be your okra, you get to be your rice, you get to be your tomato, you get to be your bay leaves. That's I need y'all to all look and sound the same. I need uniformity. And while I understand that everything has its place, that is not my calling. That's not my work. And so I don't do I don't do art or storytelling in a way that I don't like for things to be so busy you can't understand what anybody's saying. But I do like to have multiple conversations at one time. I like to have multiple conversations in my art. I like to have multiple conversations in my music. And I think that if you're an intelligent person, you can follow all of the conversations. When I have to streamline my music or my art for other people to catch it, I feel like I'm doing a disservice to them mentally, because brain is not functioning at the highest level that it can. Just like, let's take this piece for example. Now, I painted this picture of Kanye West. I want to say in 2022, and this was when Kanye West was going through, and he was saying some of the things that he was saying about, saying some of the things that he was saying about the Jews. Now, I got where he was saying that, we was like the real Jew. No, I must have did this in 2024 because I painted 2024 up here. So I painted this last year. Oh, I didn't know I painted this last year. So yeah, it says money is no longer worth my silence. So that's when he lost all his coins. Like that's when they had took his money from him because he was talking too much. And so I painted this picture of him last year. And as you can see, it's multiple conversations going on in the painting at the same time. So you got this, if you notice, it's a square face in the middle of the Grim Reaper. And the square face represents our electronical devices. So it represents our cell phones, our televisions, our computers. Because when the screen goes black, it's basically Black Mirror teeth. So the phone so this represents our phone, and the sheep are being taken off the slaughter. Because even when Kanye West says some stuff that sound crazy, we have to understand that he's providing an opportunity for a conversation to be had that possibly would have never been had. And so just because you don't like the way the conversation is being had doesn't mean that the conversation wasn't necessary. And so Kanye's example of humanity forces us to have uncomfortable conversations that can really help us to evolve if we have the capacity to understand that some of the most necessary conversations come out the wrong way because people aren't having them. How do you articulate and have a conversation that is above your mental pay grade when the conversation's never been had? How do you approach conversations articulately that aren't being had? Like, how do you gracefully express and communicate something that there's not a foundation for? Like if people have not been talking about it, how do you approach an uncomfortable conversation? No matter how you put it, you're gonna sound crazy because people are not talking about it. That's like conversations involving things that happen to children or grapes. Like it's kind of hard not to sound. It's kind of hard for it not to have some cringy moments because these are not conversations that are typically had publicly. Amen, a woman. Then down here you got Lil Boosie in the middle of Jeffrey Dahmer and Hitler. So I literally got four. So there's literally at least 3 stories being told in this painting at one time. It's literally 3 stories happening in one painting. So I am a person who loves to have multiple conversations at one time. I got Jeffrey Dahmer, Lil Boosie, and Hitler all together surrounded by blood. And the reason why I put Lil Boosie in the middle of Hitler and Jeffrey Dahmer is because I think a lot of times we forget as melanated people that we are many times supporting the very things that we try to say are against us or harming us. Like there are things that we do that support or open the door for potential harm and things to happen in the community that are questionable. So I set Boosie right in the middle of Hitler and Jeffrey Dahmer. Cause you ain't quite a Jeffrey Dahmer. And you ain't quite a Hitler. But you somewhere in there. You somewhere in there. You somewhere in there. somewhere. I knew Mad Dog's ghost was somewhere to be found. In between a punk eater and a punk enslaver. You somewhere. You somewhere in the lineup. Somewhere on the spectrum. My God is God today. Because the multiple conversations all connect within each other. My God is God today. You better say that. Filter colonial words. Filter colonial words doesn't help us to evolve. You better say that. Uncomfort drives up into alignment, not complacency. They want to be spoon fed cardboard cutouts. Baby, the children is talking today, huh? So, child, did I tell y'all the problem that people have is your art with your art is that it's not linear, diluted, boxed in, and colonial pleasing. Exactly. Child, when I tell you, y'all might see me break a little sweater one here, because it's warm. And I got an air conditioner, and the air conditioner didn't work, so I had to send it back. Then I ordered a little mini cooler. I got a fan right here that I haven't set up, and I'm probably not gonna. Like, I wouldn't have even had it on the live anyway, because fans tend to be loud. But I had ordered this little mini cooler and a little desk to set it on. And one of my neighbors decided they needed it more than me and stole it. Baby, I cut up around this apartment building that night. Oh, baby, they found out how ghetto I was. Because, baby, I beat on some doors. That's how I got the fan bag. I beat on some doors. That's how I got the fan bag. But, baby, when I tell you, I know it's probably one of them over here that got my little mini air conditioner and my stand. And I said, so that's what we doing. We stealing. And, I ain't gonna lie, 20 years ago, I have, you know, seen somebody's suitcase, you know, 25 years ago. I've seen a suitcase laying around and I knew it had some nice shit in it and I picked it up and twirled it with it. But y'all, I was in survival mode and I was like 21 years old. I haven't, I'm like, child, I done been had that karma returned. I've had things stolen from me multiple times. I've had laptops stolen from me. I've had multiple laptops stolen from me. I've had people to break into my home and take my shit up out of there. Like, my karma has been returned multiple times from that. Well, 100% pure love is war. It's war now. It's war now. Everybody packages, huh? Everybody packages, huh? They gotta run. They gotta run through. They gotta run through the central office. We checking packages. It's this TSA, bitch. TS, not TS, TSA, bitch. Because we checking everything, bitch. Hey, bitch, if we like it, we keep it. I went off when my former neighbors stole my packages. Child, I cut up. How I found the fan was I went and knocked on the door in the back, and when I beat on the fucking door, he came to the door. He looked like he was geeked. He looked like he was high. He looked like he was high as I don't know what. So he had done opened the box, and I said, what are you doing with my? He said, I thought it was mine. I said, you can't read, cause I know your name wasn't on the box. You can't read. But I got Amazon to issue me a refund for those items, so I'm waiting for that money to be placed back on my card. But that really just kind of like discouraged me because I have a package coming today, and they don't know if I'm gonna leave to go anywhere until I actually get the package. So I'm hoping that it comes at a decent hour, so I could really have so that I could, because I want to wear what's coming today. Like it's been kind of hot, and I was kind of glad that it rained yesterday, and I'm hoping that that rain, bro. I was hoping that that rain would bring a cold front, cause baby, it just all of a sudden warmed up, and I'm like, child, we could have did without that. We ain't really need for it to warm up like that, fat. We could have did without it. It's still warmed up. Nah, child, it's still warmed up. I'm gonna go ahead and set up this fan after I get off the live. It extends when motherfuckers start giving fever. I would be sitting. I would be sitting a chair outside, waiting on my package. They play. My package came back quickly. Oh, child. So, I mean, I was just devastated because, like a girl really did want her little mini air conditioner. Like, and for them to play with me like that, it just really kind of like plucked me. But yeah, I'm glad my luck, baby, my hair done grew out. And child, I be wanting to put a little wig on, girl, but it's so hot out there, girl. It's like, girl, we gonna have to be we just it's gonna have to be good times anytime you need a baby. Anytime you need a friend. It's gonna have to be the damn bush, bitch, cause it's hot. Bitch, it's gonna have to be the Florida Evans Bush, bitch. Cause it's hot, bitch. Bitch, it's gonna have to be the damn. hmm I do wanna go and get me some hair though. And let my daughter put them braids in my head. I think I might go get that hair. Cause I do want that hair in my head. But bitch, it's gonna have to be the damn. That's how people hands go missing. Uganda hands. That's how they get dealt with. I like to be a good time, bro. Yes, pure love. Lessons gonna be learned. 1 to 3 day whole process. Yes, everybody gonna hear me. All packages are whole indefinitely. Bitch. Get to the point to where all these bitches know. Bitch, you gotta go talk to her about your package. Cause your shit is most likely in her house. They want Wonder Bread, not authentic soul food. Yeah, so now I'm gonna pin this one though. That's the pin for today. Remember that. Okay. It's gonna be some cha cha cha, cha cha cha. Friday the 13th. Ooh-wee. Yeah, child. So I had to come on here. I'm supposed to be getting ready for an event, child, and I don't want to be on here too long, girl, because I need to, be checking on this package, girl, to see when this door open. But I wanted to check in with y'all and just let y'all know, I'm gonna start sending some emails out, possibly at the end of this week. Did we get S Child, Purple Goddess? Did we get your email? Cause I know I could get Anandia's contact, and I got 100% Pure Loves already. But did we get your email? So when I get ready to start doing emails for the Zoom. Yeah, so you could also, I don't know if you have an Instagram, but I'm Kaneem Mafa on there. And then my email is my name, Kaneem Mafa, um number 4 at gmail.com. Well, that's one of my emails. So I have plenty of them. But Kaneem Mafa number 4, at gmail.com. And people who are interested in signing up for the classes, you can I that probably won't be the email for the classes. I'm probably going to use the laugh production email for the classes. But you could definitely reach me at that, the Kaneem Mafa, KINEENMAFA, the number 4 at gmail.com. So it's KIN for the first 3 letters of King, the last 3 letters of Queen, KINEENMAFA, the number 4 at gmail.com. And send me an email so we could start doing emails, so we could start emailing each other, so we could coordinate Zoom times, because we're gonna have one Zoom a week. We're gonna have if it's a 5 week month, then we'll have 5 Zooms in a month. If it's a 4 week month, then we'll have 4 Zooms in a month. But we're gonna have a Zoom every week, and they're going to be it's going to be intense. It's going to be prepared conversation. So one of the things that I want to do is look at some of the old lives, look at some old lives, and like unpack some of that trauma and unpack some of that, like look at how Purple Thought emerged, like look at some old videos, look at some old lives, and probably have discussion around that. Also, what's going to be a part of it, the class, is actual curriculum from the book and some other things that I want to incorporate. But I want to start getting, sending emails to, having connections with the moderators via email. Wait, don't delete it yet, y'all. Wait a minute. I wanted to go see they paint, but you know what? That was a rabbit hole test. That was a rabbit hole test because you know I was about to entertain that, right? Y'all would not let me have that moment. Y'all would not let me have that moment. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Girl, when I said so when I girl, they was trying to read, girl. They was trying to read, girl. And girl, I was getting ready to try to dig into that comment. I said, wait a minute, y'all don't. And before I got a chance to say y'all don't delete it, they disappeared. Girl, just as I was writing something, they won't leave us alone. 100% pure love said not today, cause baby, and you know I think we can expect the trolls to be a little bit more aggressive because they know that the time for them to troll is coming to a close. So it's like, let me try to get my last ones in here because I get it. I get it. You will not have access because I said at max I'm going to do one. At max I'm gonna do two more videos before my birthday. Well, one more video, and then another video the day of my birthday. But I may just do one more video. It's depending on how I feel. So at max it'll be two more videos. At minimum it'll be one more video. And I guess because, like I said, I've experienced live has been great. But at this point, I feel like I'm giving information to people who are not in a place to receive it, and so therefore they're mistreating the information. They're not respecting the platform, and if I want the platform to be respected, if I want the messaging to be respected, and I want it to be protected and nurtured, we no longer need to be out here in the field slinging a machete because we literally have created the space. We have a space now where we don't have to like we've arrived at this space where we don't have to fight with trolls in order um to share space with each other. And you know, I just got a powerful download. When I was doing active, you know, SES work in order to, you know, make it on the streets, when I was doing that type of work, I remember when I first came back from Atlanta after Katrina, because I had been displaced in Georgia for a few years. And when I first came back, we had not shifted culturally into trans people having nonprofit spaces, into trans people. When I say trans people, I understand that there are drag queens who are trans people. There are, you know, trans people who do drag shows. But in New Orleans, where spent most of my adult life, we were divided. And so we looked at the girls that did shows like the gays, you know, like, but those of us who did not really do the gay clubs like that, but we still met up with each other, and, you know, we kind of did, we more often ran in cis communities. Like, we more often were around the cis people during daytime and in cis spaces. But we would meet each other at night and we would do, you know, the work in order to survive, to make it. So there were the gays and in the gay community there were trans people, but the gays kind of stuck with the gays, you know. Um and we stuck with each other, but not necessarily. We would go and visit the gay clubs, but we weren't really like the gay community. Like, we were gay adjacent. You know, we weren't really like gay. We was, you know, we was adjacent. You know, it wasn't quite cis. It wasn't quite the cisgender. Wasn't quite gay. You know, but we visited this community, and we maneuvered in this community most of the time. So anyway, girls like us, you know, in the early 2000s, like before 2015, 2011, 2012, you know, like 2007, 2008, 2009, 2002, 2003, like all of that, those were still times where when we gathered, if we weren't at the gay club, and mind you, it was fights happening all the time at the gay clubs. Like, they was always fighting each other anyway. So there were no spaces that trans femmes or trans women, in particular black trans women, could come together and hang out and there not be a threat, the getting arrested by the police, having something crazy happen from a John, you know, a trick, you know, trying to do you something, um, um, boys, you know, trying to hustle, you know, trying to get, trying to seduce you, trying to play in your face, you know, drugs everywhere, racism. Like, it was just a whole lot that we had to navigate just to hang out with each other, just to congregate. And for me, what this feels like, having to navigate these trolls and having to deal with the stuff that people say in the comment section, it feels like being back on that corner. It feels like meeting up at those unsafe racist bars where, you know, people are gonna say things. It feels like being on that corner just trying to hang out with your sister and get you a few dollars, and the police about to roll up on you, and the police trolling you. You got some men trolling you. You got racist people saying things. You got misogynistic people saying things. And so it reminds me of being on YouTube and navigating this reminds me of being back on the corner. And there's no shame in sex work, but I'm not there anymore. There's no shame in working the block, but I'm not there anymore. And so doing YouTube videos live, for me, it feels like being on the block. It feels like I'm working the block. Child, I'm almost 50 years old. More power to my sisters who still working the block, but I'm not working the block. You know, we're going to move this to a private space where we can actually focus on our collective healing, focus on our financial literacy, focus on building up the nation and doing that work. We have outgrown the block. And this is very much the block. So ready for Zoom classes to fellowship with like minded individuals. It's still no place. It's still no places for us as trans femmes to come together and hang out without ops being able to have access. Mm. Yeah, so again, I want to thank Ahura for being willing to sponsor the first year. And we're gonna take this opportunity that she has given us by sowing into us, and we're not going to take it for granted. We're going to take these 12 months, and we're going to transform this purple school of thought into something that is self-sustaining. We're not in 12 months. We're not going to be okay. Can somebody else pay for the Zoom class? Can somebody else pay for Zoom for it? We're not doing that. And I'm talking to me. I'm talking to me. we're not. We're gonna take these four. We're gonna take these 12 months, and we're going to turn this into something that is going to be sustainable, not just for ourselves, but for the ones who are coming behind us. We're going to really legit do the work of building this space and stop giving information out to people that don't appreciate it, and also putting ourselves under psychic attacks just to share space with one another. They only want us on stage in front of a camera or working the stroll. You better say that. You better say that. They want us to be in spaces with hyper dick thirsty punks, angry, bitter, coke infused cross dressers, and narcissistic drag queens. Oh my goodness. Y'all not playing today. I refuse to entertain that energy anymore, Adenondia. You better speak to Purple Prodigy, Purple Warrior Queen. Purple Goddess said the internet street punks, trolls, halflings, lurker energy, meth head chasers, and so on and so forth. No thanks. You saw I had to add in the so forth. We gotta be the purple Illuminati of wholeness at this point. You better say that. You better say that. You better say that. I felt that one. We're done with all that. hmm You better say that. You better say that. So, yeah, let them get their life, honey. Let them say what they got to say. I'm gonna get up and go get a candle. I'm gonna get up and go and get a candle because I got some missed phone calls, so I need to return a phone call, and I need to clean up and be on the lookout for this package. But I wanted to do a check in today. But I'm finna light this candle. Okay, the candle is lit. We're done with the punctation. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. This is that underground work, honey. And we don't mind. And you know we don't mind. We don't mind. We're thankful for being seen and supported. I'm so just grateful. Just grateful. So yeah, this is going to be one of the last lives. I started going live in I think I did my first live video. Um, I want to say I did my first live video probably like I know it was in 2015 or 2016. Like I think I did my first live video probably in 2015. So I probably started doing live 10 years ago, like literally. I don't know if they had the live option in 2014. But I will definitely have to go and check and see. But I don't think Facebook had a live option in 2014. But I definitely think that I started doing lives 10 years ago on Facebook, and it makes sense now. On a 10-year anniversary that you do something different. Even if it was 2016 and it's 9 years, like it makes sense that a cycle has ended and it's time to move differently. So yeah, from now on, after my birthday it will only be edited content. And y'all know when I do edited content, most of the time, unless I'm just really really being petty, when I do edited content, that's more so me really thinking about what I'm going to say and being intentional. So there's very few videos where I've taken the time to edit content and the conversation wasn't more abstract. But there are examples of edited content where I was, yeah, I'm talking about you, insert name here. There are examples, but there are very few examples of edited content where I don't really take the time to think about what I'm saying and I can speak in a way that's more universal, and it's not necessarily about name calling. It's about the root work and getting to the bottom of what really happened. And that's what editing does. Editing allows me to really say, is this what you want to say? Is this how you want to say it? Is that what you meant to say? And to be very concise and to the point, and not to really like belabor a thought. So that work is going to happen on the Zoom. That reflective work where we are real real time communing with each other and sharing energy with each other, and we're rationalizing and communing and having a that's going to happen on Zoom. What's going to happen on YouTube is going to be the this and this is what y'all this is what I'm sharing here. So that's what YouTube is going to become. Anyway, thank you. I'm so happy that most of my moderators made it on the live. It's always a pleasure to share space with the Purple Goddess, the Purple Prodigy, the Purple Warrior Queen. I'm so happy you were on this. I think Fatima may have, the priestess may have passed through. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to see her in the comments. Thank you to everybody else who was engaging with the content. I'm really excited about the next steps. I look forward to this amazing shift that's about to happen for us. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh yes, you will. Yes, 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 honey. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, you will. Down but down that I say cool, it keeps spinning and turning Ian Gani Iyanko Kalukalo, which means I am a child of God, goddess. And if I am, you know, you are bound and round, both circle and square. We too speak life, so operations beware. Sending healing to those in despair, ill by Bosawa, which means we come in peace. No harm to any, Leilem Layla. As I blow out this candle on the physical plane, it grows with intensity and purpose in the spiritual plane, preparing us for times that are now. We, with this candle lit, the candle of creativity, we honor the ones who, our ancestors who have come, our ancestors who are here now, and our ancestors who will come, our ancestors who have passed this realm due to violent acts, due to uninformed views, due to ignorance, due to toxicity. We honor them. We acknowledge their light. We acknowledge their energy. We 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 acknowledge their energetic footprint, their essence, and their presence, and we're thankful for that. Um, yeah. Remember, you don't have to be filthy rich to stand on business. And I think I already said the other part. But yeah, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for I got distracted because maybe that looked like my package. But anyway, let me blow out the candle. So I got an event today. I got an event I gotta go to this evening. So I may take some pictures to show y'all the look later on. But I enjoyed y'all. Y'all have a beautiful rest of y'all day. And we'll see if I'll do another check-in later on during the week. But if not, y'all enjoy Pride season. Stay safe. Also enjoy the rest of the illustrious Gemini season. Yes, all that good Gemini juju. I love y'all. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Later.